oh my God, the trauma of my childhood, actually, like low-key, high-key, is getting on, every time you get on Turkish Airlines flight, the first like second I step on, the hostess just grab my cheek and goes like, fıstık, and she just shakes my face, you know?
Really?
And it's like, what is happening?
Wait a second.
Like, they'd be like, you know, you're so cute.
Why? I fly a lot with Turkish Airlines. Why
They
don't
don't do that.
this? Yeah, I have cheek too ya. I have yanak mı bu?
Yanakım
var. Hello everyone. How are you doing today? How are you doing, Aylin, today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
So last week we started the whole thing with the American starter, and this week we're gonna add some Russian accent to it.
Yes, but not much.
Why not?
Because I don't want to make more fun of my own people, you know?
You
gotta make fun of the other. Yeah.
Okay, no
How
problem.
How are you, David?
I am fine. It was another nice week. Every week is just nice.
Great. Wow.
Yeah.
It's just a positive vibe, positive vibe. That's cool.
Your face doesn't really show that. You don't think it's really cool.
Well, your face doesn't change.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Aylin.
Let's talk about your outfit today.
Yes, my outfit.
Very cool. I very much appreciate this type of clothing.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's super cool. It's minimal. It's on point. It's you know, sleek, chic. Really cool.
Thanks. It's called
like a Norwegian prison look.
Like Norwegian prison is better than our normal outfit.
Life there is also pretty good.
Norway, please take me to Norway. so yes, this
we
is
know
called.
Why you would want to go to Norway.
This is called utilitarian style.
Yeah,
it's one of the sub branch of minimal style of fashion. Utilitarian style is more like based on functionality and comfort. And
the greatest happiness principle.
Yeah, like they do not really care about style, fashion.
It's a branch in
marketing.
Ethics. My favorite subject.
It's a philosophy.
Philosophy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're so happy. What's going on?
I don't know.
Yeah, good, nice. So, how's everything? Anything happened last weekend? You want to share?
Well, I went to yoga again.
You go to yoga every once in a week. Like, how does it work? Every other week you're going to yoga?
No, honestly, that's a lie. I did not go to yoga.
Tell the truth, yeah.
The truth is that this sickness has just been endless, you know? Sorry. It's just been going on forever. It's just been going on forever. It seems like there's no way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Sometimes, no way out.
Just
but
yes way in.
Yes. Alrighty, anyways, so what are we gonna talk about today, David?
Today we're gonna be talking about cultures. There are two topics today we're gonna discuss. Culture shock and...
We're gonna try to smash them into this one little episode.
Yes. Today we're gonna be talking about culture shock and changes.
Why are you so quiet?
And changes that we've experienced since we moved here. So, Aylin, what do you...
Why are you so
quiet? I was kidding! Yeah, it's okay.
Jesus.
I know, right? You know, one of the main reasons I did that because people do really stupid things and people love it. So I thought that maybe you guys are going to love my stupid
you're trying to get attention?
Really
please listen to us.
What do you expect me to do? Like, I'm doing everything I can, guys. Yes.
The sound is like through the roof.
It's okay. So,
Anyways.
Yes.
We're talking about culture shock and what else? How Istanbul has changed. We'll see which ones we mention more, but generally it's just going to be about like certain things we've picked up on here by being here. I'm going to start with a culture shock, okay? A culture shock that even though I grew up partially in Turkey, as we all know at this point probably, you're recording!
I am recording.
David has cool glasses that record when, well, the people who are listening to us can't see, but those glasses like record whenever whenever he wants them to record.
How you doing?
But so it's actually like POV, the definition of POV. But yeah, so when I first moved here as a kid, and it's funny that I picked up on that as a child, it blew my mind just how how much in each other's business people are.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's incredible. And compared to like Russia, for example, like there's still like, you know, people are close, but there's still boundaries.
Why do you think like that? Why do you think is that?
I think because Russia is it got hit with like individualistic capitalist vibes really hard.
Bingo.
But there's that collectivist past, obviously.
Yeah.
So people
Was there?
Well, communism times. I mean, it was still.
I mean, they tried to really make it happen, but was it really? Do you guys have that?
Are we gonna talk about communism right now?
No, we definitely not.
They really tried to make it happen, but like it just didn't happen. Yeah, it never happened.
Forget about
communism was never really a thing.
We're not gonna talk about.
We're
communism.
not. Yes, we're talking about something completely different now. But yeah, but when you get here, it's like just people just love to comment on the most, like, for example, I don't know, any kind of change in your appearance that gets pointed out right away.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you lost weight. You gained weight. Are you okay? Are you dying? Have you been eating? Have you been eating too much? Have you like, you know, what is like, it's like, what is going on?
What is going
like
on?
you change your hair, you cut your hair. Oh,
Dude.
this hair suits you. You look tired. Thank you, dude. I didn't need to hear that. And people just feel like they can just say anything they want to
Yeah.
you. Or, oh my God, the trauma of my childhood, actually, like low key, high key, is getting on every time you get on Turkish Airlines flight. The first like second I step on, the hostess just grab my cheek and goes like fıstık, and she just shakes my face, you know, and it's
Really?
like, what is happening?
Wait a second.
Like they'd be like, you know,
This
you're
is
so cute.
discrimination. Why?
But-
I fly a lot with Turkish Airlines. Why
Oh,
don't
they
you guys
don't do that?
this? Yeah, I have cheek too ya. I have yanak mı bu? Yanakım var.
Yanakım var.
Touch it,
David
please,
just
and
wants
take
some
it.
Turkish Airlines hostesses to touch his cheeks. I understand, but me as a
Yeah,
kid,
usually it's the other.
I didn't want
Usually
that.
it's the other way.
usually.
I do.
Okay.
But I want to fly. I'm like, hey, what's up, Turkish Airlines?
But yeah, just like the complete trespassing of like physical and mental
But
boundaries that
that's too much,
happens
honestly.
here.
Like touching. is
Yeah, and
weird.
I got to the point where
every time.
pretty much every time,
Fıstık mı?
and I would fıstık.
Yani niye fıstık is pistachio.
Yeah, but
Niye
it's like you're
fıstık
cute.
yani? Aa,
Like
o
it's a
yüzden
cute
mi?
child,
Aa,
yeah.
Fıstık.
But yeah,
Kızım
I
sen
would
fıstıksın ya.
I would tell my mom, I'd be like, Mom, I don't want to fly. And she'd be like, why? And she's like, because they're going to be
With the
like
fist
pinching
stick
my
thing?
cheeks and it's going to hurt. Like, that's so crazy.
That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Anyways, so that's
So
one thing
one
I
weird
noticed
thing.
is like no personal boundaries and like, yeah, just a disregard for it. But
One
yeah.
of the culture shocks you experience.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I guess you could call it a culture shock.
I see. I
Yeah.
see.
And just gossip in general. Did I ever talk about it? But my friend told, I think I mentioned it maybe, but my friend told me that like in history of serial killers, one of the theories of why there's less serial killers in like Asian societies, and I think Turkey is part of that, is because of gossip.
Gossips, yeah.
Because of like the patrolling of the
yeah,
streets
gossip.
that happens by teyzes and everyone who lives in the neighborhood. Like
Cebe teyzeler.
nothing will go unnoticed. They
Yeah,
know
definitely.
everything.
They
They
know
know
everything,
where
they
you
know
are,
everything.
what you do, what you eat, where you sleep,
Yeah.
like everything. Any changes in your life, like any field of your life, any domain of your
Yeah.
life, they will know what's going on. All the tezes. And
Definitely.
the thing is that you don't even know who they are. They're just those like shadows. They're just lurking in the buildings and they're just watching it. Like anytime you walk on the street, like pay attention. There might just be one teyze looking out of one window on that street that you're
Evet.
walking on. She knows
Exactly.
everything.
Yeah.
All-seeing eye.
Yeah, the all-seeing eye. It's like the government, but
Yeah,
like
definitely.
in the form of
Why?
a teyze.
I sometimes ask myself, why are you in the city? Because I understand city life might be boring for you because you're too old, you cannot get out, you need to be at home all the time, and you start stalking on people. And I guess this is a crime. You know, this is actually a crime.
Stalking?
It should be crime,
But
I
see,
think.
they end up preventing crime.
Yeah, but that's like absolute violation of privacy.
Yes, totally.
Absolute violation of privacy. And yeah, that's like, yeah, totally. I agree with you on that.
Yes.
I got personally angry about this right now. You know, I felt like,
Yeah, I can
because I
tell.
have too many bad memories about, you know, people, especially like neighbor issue, you know. I mean, I think one of the problems I experienced in Istanbul more than any other big cities. Usually, big cities are famous for people don't really.
Yeah, everything
Don't
happens
care.
like you die and then
no one knows, right?
Yeah.
But in Turkey, like you feel like you're in a house with different rooms. You don't feel like you're in an apartment, different units.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like people, like there are times that people can comment if you talk loud. And yeah, I understand you
Oh
can
my
complain if
God.
there's a party going on, if there's something going on. But
Sometimes I
talking-
swear I feel like people enjoy knowing that other people can hear them. Like where I live, my neighbors like to, I'm not joking, like I'm like, why? You know that I can hear you. They like to sit in front of their window whenever they have a really highly emotional conversation on the phone with somebody and just scream about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're screaming, you're sitting in front of this open window. You know that everyone, the entire city can hear you right now. Like, there's no way, like, you're not aware of it. But why do you sit in front of your window every day that you're talking about something? Also, every day, this woman's life is like, oh my God. And she's like, böyle bir şey nasıl olabilir? You know, she's like, every day it's so dramatic. Every day
Yeah.
something's going on, like, life-changing is happening in her
know,
life. And
I
she's,
know.
like, screaming about it. And we're all just listening. And me and my mom, like, we just sit and we're like, this is like a theater performance. Like, she's actually, like, performing for everybody. It's crazy. So yeah, it's like the opposite of what you would expect somewhere else. Like people are trying to people try to hide what's going on a little more and like not be so. Here's the opposite. It's like they're trying to show you as much as possible. I've never met this woman. Like I probably never will, because I don't want to.
I'm just right now. I got inspired by an idea. Like I was thinking that maybe we can create a show in Istanbul this week. Who's gonna say goodbye to the city? Like we every week, like we just say goodbye to 100 people. I can join the first one. By the way, you can kick me out if you really feel like kicking me out of the city. I accept public opinion.
Sent into exile.
Yeah, it's okay.
Where do you think you would
I
be
love
sent?
you guys. Seni seviyorum ama yani.
Maybe. Oh my God. Maybe the eternal damnation of Istanbul is just being on the airport metro line forever. Like you're just on that train for the rest of your life. You can never get off.
Super weird.
Because it doesn't go anywhere.
It's like woo to the valley. So yeah, culture shock. One of the things. Okay, I'm gonna mention a positive thing and a negative thing, and both is in the same context of greeting. Like you enter someone's house for the, entering someone's house. Then there are two things. If they're older than you, first you gotta kiss their hand. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's just agree together that this is disgusting. You know, what is kissing hand? It's this dirty. You know, like it's like, what is this? Yeah. What is this? Gerçekten.
Well, the thing is, you're doing it wrong.
How should I do it?
If you just give it a smooch, it's a romantic thing, but you should put it on your forehead.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
I see.
You should do it to yourself every morning as a sign of
I'm like,
respect.
appreciation.
Maybe that's why they're looking weird at you.
Yeah, next time I want to do like,
Just like
That's a French thing.
yeah, like a French kiss on the hand though. with the tongue. Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right, I'm gonna stop right there. So, I guess COVID was a very good lesson for us to learn how to wash our hands.
yes.
That was, by the way, such a surprise. Like we learned that the world doesn't know how to wash hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doesn't care about it.
That's horrible. And then this thing is just, virus, bacteria, all of those things. So just don't do it. That was a culture shock and for me. But nice thing, positive thing. Colonia. Ya Colonia çok iyi
love
bence.
Colonia.
It's so good. It's like you enter someone's house and they have this Colonia. You do this and they pour it.
I guess you do colonia first and then you kiss hands. Makes sense.
I don't know. Do
Yeah.
you? How does it work?
Well, you disinfect the hand first and then you can
And
kiss
then
it.
you then get drunk. You're like, I'm like drunk already. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Colonia is just the solution
Sounds
to
so
everything. Yeah.
I see that. So yeah, these two were like culture shock for me. And
Yeah.
about changes, I guess I moved here. I mentioned before 2017, And since then, what is that? Like, honestly,
what is that?
something just dropped out of
Oh my God,
body.
you're
Like, there you
becoming
go.
a cyborg. You're turning into
What's
a
happening to
machine.
my body? Like, I'm turning to a robot. Now, yes, a lot has changed. I moved here 2017, October 27. It was like another world, I would say. A lot has changed. But I guess that's the nature of Istanbul, to be honest. I think this
Yeah.
city is always changing. I don't think that, like, it only changed after 2017. Everything was the same before that. It's always
No,
changing. It's
yeah.
always evolving because it's alive.
Yeah. It is.
What about the changes you experience? Since you were here when you were a teenager, and then you
Yeah.
moved, and then you came back, and when was this one time you felt something really changed after you came back?
When I was stuck in traffic in Göktürk for like 40 minutes.
Oh, that was a
Yeah.
change.
Yeah, that's a big one to me. Like the general just increase in population. And that affects like so many different things, like how you're moving about, how you're getting places, like how long things take. You know, like when Göktürk to me was like, you know, not Istanbul, not just outside in a forest, whatever. But now there's so much traffic there. It's like, it's as if I'm like in Cihangir or Shishli or something and I'm trying to get somewhere, you know? It's the same. Like there's just cars everywhere, people everywhere. There's so much happening and you can't escape it anymore. That's the thing. Like it doesn't matter where you go. Even if you go outside of the city now, the busyness just follows. And people try to move further and further out. Like even Göktürk itself, they're moving into the forest, unfortunately, but they're building all these things. But it's just like people are coming and coming and coming, and it's
People
endless.
are coming and coming and coming and coming.
Yeah, and I guess we have a metro now.
Yeah,
which
they have a
opened.
metro.
I was
and it's gonna take us to airport, right?
yeah, apparently
Yeah,
apparently doesn't quite do that, but it's okay.
it's fine.
That's what happens when you try to build the biggest airport.
Yeah.
As a little weird
yani.
flex,
Yeah.
but okay. So I was stalking the entrance to the metro yesterday. I actually was stalking it. Yeah, I was passing
Like
by.
at the door,
And then no. I was like, I saw people like disappearing down in
like
the.
Harry Potter kind of.
Yeah, and I was
Hogwarts,
like,
Madison.
huh, interesting.
Martin, sorry.
But the thing is that it's funny because here it's like I so don't trust anything in Istanbul that I was like, okay, people are going in. But doesn't mean that there's an actual metro that works in there.
So like people are entering, but you don't know if
Like,
there's actually a metro.
They're all disappearing there, but I'm like, there could be like other reasons why they're going there, or maybe like, you know, maybe I don't know. I just thought like I don't know if it's open. I don't
Yeah.
trust what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So I went and descended. And then I realized that it's an actual metro and it's actually functioning. But that wasn't enough of confirmation. I left and then I asked a few people around. I was like, so the metro is working, huh? And they're like, yeah, it is. And only after that, I'm proud to say that it apparently is functioning.
She said like I'm proud of it. I feel like she's opening the metro. She's like, I'm proudly saying that Muhtar of Göktürk, everyone.
They did it really nicely though inside. It's really pretty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's nice. They have like plants and stuff.
Nice. You mentioned that about the people, you saw people are gathering. I think that was one culture shock for me. There is this thing, Lokma. It's like Lokma. There's some trucks, Hayırlı Lokma. Like, it's like goodness.
Really?
Yeah, it's for sevap kind of a thing. You know, sevap is a concept of doing positive things that will contribute to the goodness, and you will go to heaven eventually. Good deeds, bravo. Good deeds. So yes, there are some trucks and they serve free lokma for people, and there are lines. And so it's okay, like, you know, first time I saw those trucks.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't.
It's okay.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
They just gave Lokma in the name of Salvador Dalí.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this week they gave Lokma for Salvador.
Where did it?
What does that mean?
Probably.
Definitely. In Kadıköy, they do it for Salvador Dalí. Yes, it's Hayırlı for Salvador Dali's ruh and soul. Sevap, we will send it to Salvador, Dalí, everyone. And yes, so
eating lokma.
seeing people, like really random people, like sometimes, like I saw some art people, like some really cool, like it's okay to see some old man, poor people staying in the line to feed themselves. It's very normal, but you see like a fashionable like person standing in line and like sending emails and stuff, and I'm like, what are you doing here? Like it's supposed to be for poor people and stuff, and isn't it for poor people?
Basically, it is. But the more you give, the more good deeds you do.
I will give you guys a Hayırlı Lokma truck. So,
in order to give Lokma.
What should I do? How should I apply for it?
Because you
shoot.
you give out Lokma
You should die.
for dead people.
This is gonna be my last
In
video.
the memory of them.
In the memory
That's actually
of
really
David.
sweet. What are you doing? Why is your mic in your...
In the memory of David, this is the last time I'm gonna talk to you, and then I'm gonna give you guys Hayırlı Lokma. They're gonna kill me. I feel like
Dude, you're so dramatic. Every time. You're like, this is the public apology.
I love that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to confirm that I have died.
yeah. This Aylin, Aylin, judgmental Aylin. You guys know.
Yes. So, getting back to the topic of what we were talking about.
Culture shock changes in Istanbul since we moved here.
What else have changed, David?
Like really, like this episode is quite different for me. I don't know. I have too much energy. Like
yeah,
it's just,
I think we got too energized.
Yeah.
But any other changes, David? Any other
changes,
culture shocks?
Changes, culture shock and changes. That's very good. Kadıköy. I want to talk about Kadıköy. Kadıköy used to be a nice place, honestly. It used to be like less crowded. Used to be more quality. Now it's just packed with people. Mm-hmm. It's just very crowded, and I don't really feel the same quality as we had here 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel more comfortable in Cihangir these days. There was a time that Cihangir had this experience. Like Cihangir used to be super crowded. It was like exposed. Like Cihangir is exposed. Everyone knows Cihangir is cool. So everyone was there. But now, and we were always spending time in Kadıköy because it was, less quiet and nice. But now Kadıköy is packed. It's weekends. You cannot even walk. I really cannot even walk in Kadıköy at the weekends. Friday night, Saturday night. Mm-hmm. Cihangir, more chill. So that's one change I wanted to point out.
Yes.
And about the culture shock, I'm really trying to think of some good examples of culture shock. Sometimes, there are moments I forget things when we're in front of the camera here with you.
Yeah, me too. I was still
and then I go home and I'm like,
hard.
why didn't I mention
so
that?
many things to say afterwards.
Yeah, so please, you guys, please mention if you can remember anything about culture shock in Istanbul, culture shock you experienced in Istanbul.
Yes.
You can share with us. That'll be nice.
Yes.
To experience that. Yeah.
I think also like some little traditions that
Like what?
Like for example, when you're sending somebody off, you throw water behind them. Like I don't know if anyone's ever done that for you.
We do that in Iran.
Really?
We do that in Persian culture.
Okay, then I guess you weren't that shocked.
No, I wasn't shocked at all because, even when I was moving to Turkey, my family did it. Like they threw water and stuff.
Yeah. And you never came back.
Water is wasted now. Yeah.
The water is wasted. Yeah, because the point of water is like you go like water and you come back like water.
Yeah.
But you just never did.
Exactly.
Wow.
And another culture shock for me was probably the consumption of soup in Turkey.
Really? Was that a culture shock?
Yeah, because soup is. In my culture, the culture I was raised with, places I was raised in them. We didn't really have soup culture. It was food. Soup was always a side thing. But there are soup restaurants in Istanbul.
Yeah,
right? Çorbacı.
I would like sell a part of my soul for mercimek. Like I'm not even exaggerating.
Mercimek çorbası, lentil.
Lentil,
what did you
yes.
do?
I'm sorry, I moved the microphone. But mercimek çorbası is the best thing, in my personal opinion, in the world.
Best. soup.
And
mercimek
I
çorbası.
love the amount of consumption of it here, the availability. It's just so good. Like, it's just such a good soup.
Yeah.
I learned how to make it. I don't like cooking, but it's like the only thing that I dedicated myself to learning how to make. And I made it across the world. I made mercimek in Canada, in America.
I did that with fettuccine.
In the UK.
Alfredo.
With fettuccine.
I make the best Alfredo.
Really?
Really premium people tried it around the world.
Premium people.
Yeah,
What kind of a people category is that?
Celebrities, politicians. Many
Can
people
I
tried.
upgrade myself to premium?
Two people got married over this Alfredo of mine.
Okay, wow.
I mean, they told their wife that they're making it, not me. That
Wow.
marriage is based on a lie.
Oh my god.
But it's working, so it's fine. Yes. Anyway, let's just wrap it up. Let's just wrap it up. They're like giving us like 5, 4, hadi ya, close it down. Kapat
We're
dükkanı.
closing down now?
Yeah.
Oh no, we're shutting down the store.
We're shutting down the store, guys. Yeah.
All right, well,
Tamam
you
ya,
know
tamam.
what questions to answer.
Yes, Quest, do you have any question? Hadi, question.
The question that you asked.
What was that?
We're acting like we're high or drunk or something.
We're not, honestly. We'll just add breakfast.
We're totally sober. Like
Totally sober,
that's
yeah.
for sure.
Totally, yeah. Just coffee.
Yes. So questions, culture shocks. Yeah.
Culture shock. If you have
But
anything
also
culture shock,
from
please
Turkish
share.
people, like what's weird to you yourselves about
Ask them in
about
Turkish.
culture? Yani garip garip neler var yani Türkiye'de?
neler oluyor ya, neler. Saçma sapan şeyler.
Ya evet, saçma sapan neler var.
Evet.
I love that word, saçma sapan.
I love it too.
Or two words. Is it two words?
Saçma sapan is one, right? Saçma
Sapan.
Saçma sapan. Saçma sapancı.
Saçma sabancı museum.
What's happening
Yeah,
to
it's
you?
okay.
Saçma
okay.
saçma
Saçma
sapalar.
sapan. It's okay. Guys, take care of yourself. We need to shut down right now. Take care. See you guys.